In this edition of On Point with Kartika, I'm joined with Manik Tagore. Manik Tagore is a Lok Sabha member from Viruddhanagar, a seat from Tamil Nadu. He is also the Congress Secretary in charge of the state of Telangana and a permanent invitee to the Congress Working Committee. Manik, thank you very much for making time for this program. And let me shoot the question straight away, which is, can the deadlock in the parliament be broken now? Because there seems to be no consensus between the opposition and the ruling party.
Yes, thank you, Kartikeji. Yes, we can, and we want a discussion in the parliament to start. For the past 14 days, we are requesting the government and the speaker for a discussion on Pegasus Snoopgate, because we feel that it is an attack on the national security. Who did it? We don't know. Therefore, we are having some questions. We are asking for the government to clarify that. We are asking for only questions, not and for a discussion in the parliament. And the government is very much adamant that they don't want to have a word recorded in Pegasus, in the name of Pegasus itself. Why they are angry about that Greek word, we don't know. They are very much stubborn that any kind of words on Pegasus should not be there in the record itself. That's the problem. And we hope that tomorrow the government comes with some kind of sense that they allow the parliament to happen and discuss and debate about the issue. Parliament is for discussion and debate.
But then there are a lot of bills which have been passed in the parliament without discussion. Now, what do you have to say on that? Because, if we have a parliament where bills are being passed without discussion, I think it's really, really problematic.
It is undemocratic. It is for the purpose on which Mr. Modi told that this is Mandir. When he went into the building of parliament in 2014, if you can remember the visuals, he bowed before the parliament first main gate into the steps and told things that Loktantrika Mandira. That Mandir, he's not coming for 14 days. First day for 15 minutes he came, and he's not ready to hear the voices of the 150 members parliament. He treats it as really Mandir. Lok Sabha is as the people's Mandir or democratic temple. He should come to the Mandir every day. He comes to the Mandir and he sits in his office and goes. He or the intelligence minister or the home minister, both of them are not coming to both the houses. Lok Sabha, first day, both of them came. After that, they are not coming. Why? What is the problem for them? It is parliament is for debate, discussion, and decisions. They have a majority. We are not questioning they are not having a majority. We want only a discussion. We are not even wanting for a vote. We are not wanting for resignation from the prime minister or the home minister. In parliament, we want in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha debate. They are not ready for a debate. That's the problem. And they are passing bills after bills without discussion, which is so undemocratic, and it will affect the people. Every decision of the parliament is going to affect people. They should have some kind of, it can't be only bureaucratic, government. It has to be people's participation in the government also.
Manik, how can you blame the Prime Minister for not spending enough time in the parliament where your own party is not allowed to run it?
No, we are saying, Kartikeji, we want the Honorable Prime Minister. Prime Minister's question hour is on every Thursday. When Dr. Manmohan Singh was there, when whole week was washed out also, Dr. Manmohan Singh came to the parliament on his question day. He was sitting there for the question hour. Honorable Prime Minister Modi is not coming to the parliament itself. On Tuesday also, there are 2 Tuesdays which has just got washed away because he's not coming to the parliament. He's not replying. Let him stood up and say things that I am ready for a debate. Let us debate these things. You ask questions, I'll ask my ministers to reply to you. What is there in it? Parliament is for a debate. We had seen more debates than these things.
But then, if you're saying that the parliament is of debate, Rajnath Singh had a conversation with leader of opposition of Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge, but nothing came out of it. There was no middle ground.
Khargeji, what is the problem with this government? They want to spread, because media is curtailed. Half of the media, or 70% of the media houses are stopped from entering into the parliament in the name of COVID. Only 30% media is allowed inside, and very few journalists sits in the in the parliament to listen, see how parliament listens. They are only spreading wrong information. The main thing is that Dr. Rajnath Singh ji called Karge ji and told thing that I'm going out of country. I'll come back and talk to you and settle it. He has come back after his visit, after 1 week, 3 days or tour for him. He has not had any all-party meeting or any all opposition leaders meeting. Nothing is happening. No effort. Just rumors being spread by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. Mr. Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Joshi is the responsible person. He should have run. He should help the Parliament to run. What he does when Adhir Chaudhary, our leader in the Lok Sabha, stands up to speak about it, he jumps when speaker allows him to speak first day after 4 days on Friday, when previous Friday, when speaker allowed him to speak, Joshi jumped into it. He only disturbed his speech. Therefore, they are so much the Parliamentary Affairs Minister whose responsibility is to run the parliament. He is obstructing the parliament functioning. That is the problem, and putting the blame on poor opposition party members who wants the discussion.
But then, Manik, let me be the devil's advocate here. Opposition is also changing goalposts. One day it is Pegasus, another day it is the Farm Bill. The issues also keep on changing.
We are very clear, Kartikeya ji. We are very clear on it, our perception. First day, we wanted a discussion in the Farmers Bill, COVID, and the price rise on diesel. Second day, Pegasus came. Pegasus was an attack on Indian systems. It is attack on judiciary. It is attack on election commission. It is an attack on media. It is attack on politicians. It is attack on the democracy itself. Therefore, we wanted a discussion. We wanted discussion. We had mellowed down. We wanted Mr. Amit Shah's resignation. Now we are not asking for Mr. Amit Shah's resignation. We are wanting for a debate only. Why they are afraid about a debate? Not even a mention. They are not allowing a question to be placed. You know, government has wrote to Rajya Sabha Secretariat that they can't speak about Pegasus. They can't answer about Pegasus. Whether the government money has been spent on it. Government to government money has been spent on it.
Does that mean that you cannot ask written questions on Pegasus if you need, for our viewers? Does it mean that you can't put up a written question on Pegasus?
Yeah, Rajya Sabha has returned to the government has returned to the Rajya Sabha Secretariat. When a Rajya Sabha member asked for the question on the Pegasus issue, he has filed, because you know that procedure. I'll explain to your views. You know it, but I'm explaining to the viewers that the questions has to be put before 1 week time, and we will file the questions. When members file the questions, government on subjects which they accept in one department only, 1 day weekly, only 1 day can be there. Therefore, Home Department comes in Lok Sabha on, I suppose, Wednesday or something. When members applied, when they applied for the question, there was a reply from the government that it is in the judicial matter which is pending before the court. Therefore, we can't speak about it. How ridiculous it is! Every issue in India is under judicial purview. Every issue, it is a judicial thing only. When court was hearing about Rafale only, there was a discussion in Rafale in parliament. On every issue, it may be Kaveri issue, it may be any issue, inter-river disputes, everything is in court only. NEET, everywhere, it is reservation, Maratha reservation, everything. We were allowed to speak in parliament. Then now, for this, government replies that it is under the judicial preview. Is that why they are afraid, running away from a debate on Pegasus is the main question we are asking. Nothing else we are asking. We wanted a debate.
But is Pegasus going to be a one-session issue? Or in your opinion, Pegasus is going to continue in the coming session also? For example, we're going to have a winter session. So you think that this Pegasus issue, like the issue of Lokpal Bill, will jump sessions?
I am not a person. It is an opposition. All the parties stays. We are around 14, 15 parties together. We sit together. Mr. Gandhi sits with all the opposition leaders. We hear them democratically and we decide. So I can't tell about what will happen to the next session. But this session, we can say that we want a discussion. We want a debate on it. We want a reply. We don't want a prime minister's reply also. We want the prime minister's presence. We are democratic people. Parliament, opposition parties are asking a genuine only two things. One, debate, let prime minister be present and let home minister reply. This is the thing we are asking. We are not at all asking any huge things. That also, if it's not allowed for the opposition parties, which is 150 members in Lok Sabha and 120 members in Rajya Sabha, if that is also not given, how fair it is they are going to run a democratic system. And you call Loktantrika Mandir Parliament. Mr. Modi only called, I am not called.
But your own party members are writing they have written an editorial, Manish Tiwari, your colleague, on the issue of whip, that it doesn't allow members to take up the issue. Do you think that some fundamental reforms are required in parliamentary procedures?
Manishji's article is well-mannered and well-intended article. I have also read it, and it is very, very genuine. He has raised certain issues, but that issues are very different from the government perspective. Government now is very adamant on the basic nature. Government wants the parliament ran till of now for the past 70 years through debates. Whatever people wanted, opposition wanted to debate, one day or other, whatever format they want to do, with voting, without voting, all these kind of things are there. You had covered parliament for long years, therefore you know much more than about me. For many rules are there. We are simple on only one thing. We are asking without any vote, we want a parliament debate to answered by the Home Minister, and we want request the Honorable Prime Minister's presence. Nothing else. That itself, this government is not ready to do it. And you expect for them reform from them? I don't expect something.
Is there a possibility of, there were reports that the opposition may cooperate with the government on the OBC amendment bill? Is there a possibility? Is there a talk
Monday,
about
Monday, there will be a morning, there will be an opposition leaders meeting in which Khargeji, the opposition leader in the Rajya Sabha, will call all the opposition parties. There, this will be discussed and we will take a right call, I suppose, because it's a unity factor. Therefore, I can't say about my party's views or my individual opinion. Here, we are taking a collective opinion, as Mr. Gandhi has put it very clearly, that fundamentals, we have to make it clear that this foundation has been laid for opposition unity. We have to keep meeting again and again, discussing and taking forward our positions in whichever format we have to do it.
Are you saying that Mr. Gandhi has formally, or I would say, taken the initiative to become a glue for the opposition unities, in which space a lot of non-Congress leaders were active previously?
Yeah, Mr. Gandhi has taken a lot of efforts to build this opposition unity, and he wanted that all the opposition leaders should be given the due spaces and the due consultation process has to be there, their ideas. Therefore, for example, this the protest idea on the farmers issue came from other alliance partners before the previous meeting. Therefore, we designed it to next after 3 days. This was the farmers' protest. We were part of it. Therefore, the consultation process are on, and all opposition leaders are having similar equal space, and we are taking collective decisions. Therefore, Mr. Gandhi works as a major player into it, and he wants all other leaders also to play the major role, because we are fighting against the completely authoritative attitude of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister.
But this time, Mr. Gandhi has been far more active than the last 2 years after he resigned as the president of the Congress party. I think in this session, he has been pretty active. What explains the change? Every day he has participated in some dharna, some pradarshan, some rally, which was not there for past 2 years.
Yeah, it's a welcome thing that Mr. Gandhi always takes every big job, whatever he has been assigned by the party, seriously, and he has been telling to us also that whatever party asked me to do, I'll do it. Therefore, he is taking that party has asked him to take part in these things, and he is taking part in this, and we welcome his activeness, and we all believe that he is the national leader who is very clear on his ideological things against the RSS and Mr. Modi.
Tell me one thing, before we conclude the interview, this time there were a lot of South Indian banners, a lot of South Indian flags in Lok Sabha. This was something very, very distinct. Why has that happened? I mean to say, it's a very welcome thing, there's a lot more representation of South Indian language in terms of banners and slogans this time in Lok Sabha.
No, India's parliament is multilingual, and we celebrate this diversity. We come from different places of India, and we celebrate India as a country because of its diversity. And you are able to hear the agitations also, slogans also, Vendum, Vendum, Vivadam, Vendum, or Kele Bolo, or things, or Malayalam in Kannada, in Odia, even Gujarati we tried because we were not having Lok Sabha members from Congress party, from Gujarat from this thing, but we tried our Gujarati language also because we celebrate this diversity. We want that any language, let this, whether whatever language they will hear it, they will listen it to it. Let us speak to that language to them. That is our intention because they are blacking out our pictures. Our protest has not been shown in television. Our voices are curtailed inside the parliament. We are not allowed to speak. Our language is not being understood. Therefore, we wanted to try whatever language they will understand. It may be Hindi, English, Malayalam, Tamil, Gujarati, Bengali, Assamia, or Telugu, whatever language they understand, or Kannada, whatever language they understand, let us try that language to them. But they are not listening to us. That's our problem is that the so-called Modi ji called about the democratic temple. That temple is still locked for us.
So this the usage of South Indian slogans and the slogans from the the Deccan, like Gujarati said, were well thought of.
No, it came. It is just comes in agitations. Always comes out on its own. It is not a planned thing for us because one day some Tamil Nadu friends shouted "Vendum Vendum Nidhi Vendum" or "Vivadam Vendum." Next day Malayalam friends shouted, then Bengali friends shouted. Then we thought that we'll try Gujarati. We wrote from Gujarati friends from the BJP that what they have to be short, and then we shouted that also. We tried that also. Therefore, we are doing it. It is evolving. It is in the parliament when you cover now because very few journalists are allowed there in now parliament. Only 10 people sit there in the gallery to see us. It evolves in every adjournment motion. We wanted to because we are not, our voices are not heard. Protests are not shown. Protests are just blacked out. Television angles are not there for us. Therefore, we are trying to get our protest as interesting also and to show our unity also.
And last question, because this is going to be the last week of the parliament, do you expect any breakthrough to happen, or you think you think that this parliament was a washout? Since 99% of the work has been done.
No, we are all elected members of parliament. We are come elected to speak in the parliament. We want to raise the issues. Let Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah decides to allow the parliament to run and let them allow the parliamentary minister whose main job is to stop the parliament, to allow the opposition parties to raise some questions. We will not exceed that level of defense secrecies or something. We want common information from it. We want simple information. We want answers from the government. Allow us to ask questions first. Always believe that Indian democracy will prevail over all these authoritarian attitudes.
Thank you, Manik. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
in
you,
this edition of
Karthik ji.
On Point with Karthik. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.